everybody. This is Neapolitangal here. And I wanted to share with you a game that I have been playing forever, and I do mean forever, called RuneScape. I am a high-level player. I haven't completely maxed out everything, but I am definitely working on it. But today I wanted to share with you guild locations and requirements. So let's hop over to my favorite webpage where RuneScape is involved, and that is called RuneHQ. I'm going to read these down to you. We'll go check them out real quick on here, and then I'll actually take you to each of these guilds in the order that I have written down in my book. First one, Champions Guild. This is at the Varrock Lodestone, just to the west, just before the river. It requires 33 quest points. This is where you begin the Dragon Slayer. You can buy rune items, green dragonite armor. I'm sorry, got a hiccup. And these are the people there. Things that you can find there. And honestly, when you're first starting out with RuneScape, a lot of people go here just to kill the chickens or to get the eggs. There is a room underneath, and there are things above to do at this this particular guild. Let's go back. Okay, so this one is just right there at the Varrock Lodestone. Our next one, and that's the Champions Guild. The next one is the Cooks Guild. This is up just south of the Grand Exchange and a little to the west of the bank in the west of Varrock. So Cooks Guild. This one actually requires, and see, all these that have stars on them actually are only members. My list I have written down for you guys, I'm going to show you here in a second, actually shows you there's two guilds that absolutely require some sort of piece of clothing to get in. The Cooks Guild's one of them. It requires a chef's hat or a toque that you get from skilling. This one requires 32 cooking, no quests required. To get in, you either have to have a chef's hat of one sort or another, or your cooking cape, which is when you hit level 99, you go into each of these guilds, whichever one you hit the 99 on, and then you can buy the cape. I currently have two capes. We have, I'll have to look when we get in the game, but I have a cape for fire making. I'm working on wood cutting, and then one other. Give me 1 second. I want to keep my game alive. Nah, we're good. And like I said, this is southwest of the Grand Exchange. And in here, you can find basic cooking stuff to make pies and things like that. There's a, there is a flour mill, and there's actually a little wheat field right above it, where you can go get wheat if you're a lower level player and you want to make something. Remember, a lot of these guilds, actually almost all of these guilds, were in place before Grand Exchange, so a lot of times you can find the craziest little stuff in there that you could just walk up to the Grand Exchange and buy. So that's the Cooking Guild. So our next one that we want to take a look at, I actually altered this list only because, this is way out of order. I think they made this list to be in alphabetical order when it really could have been in a little bit different order, but that's okay. I still love RuneHQ. So we're going to walk over to the Prayer Guild. Now the Prayer Guild, you can teleport if you want to Edgeville and just walk over to the monk place from there, or just walk. Well, run. No one really walks in RuneScape. This one requires level 31 prayer. Edgeville Monastery west of Edgeville. And there is a quest that involves seeds at a later time, and you can actually acquire seeds, but these aren't for these seeds aren't for just planting in a garden. I think this actually belongs to the Varrock Castle. There's a quest that you do there for the queen, and you plant her garden. But that was a long time ago, and honestly, I just don't remember. You can get monk robes. Monk robes here, top and bottoms. They'll give you a little bit extra prayer when you're training your prayer. And you can sort of see what it looks like. I'm actually going to take you to each one of these here in a few minutes. So our next one is mining. The mining guild is actually in Falador. You could, because these aren't that far apart, you could run there or teleport to Falador. And this is right to the southeast of the party room. Now this does require level 60 mining, or 59 with the Dwarven Stout, or 58 with the Dwarven Stout Mature. These are beer drinks. Southeastern, Falador south of the eastern bank. And what these will give you, let's see here, have Luminite rock down here, Dracolith rock, Ruinite rock, or Shalashite rock, and coal rock. Now this is all changed since they changed the whole mining and smithing. This is all changed. This used to be like mithril rock was down here, rune and coal, and I think there were a few adamant rocks down here, but it looks like it's all changed now. And there are a couple of there is a dungeon down here, and you can come out the entrance and exit to Falador, which brings you into a little house in the corner. Entrance and exit to the Dwarven mine, which is there's a door that will actually take you to the mine just below the Dwarven settlement, I guess you could call, right at White Wolf Mountain. I'm sorry, not White Wolf Mountain, but you'll see. So there's all kinds of stuff down here. Like I said, there is a dungeon. So not only can you come down here to do mining, but you can also do dungeoneering. And what I do like about the Dwarven mines is, at least the last time I was down here, there were coal trucks. So as you were mining, you can actually pop stuff right into the coal trucks, which made it kind of cool. That saved you, I mean, old school RuneScape, I should say, and even several years ago, before they did the mine trucks, you actually literally had to run up to the bank, run back down. This was days before the notebook paper came in, where you could do the magic noted paper, and that stuff it fluxes in price too. Sometimes it's fairly inexpensive to keep owning, other times it's pretty expensive. And how that works is you just click the paper and you click whatever's in your backpack, and it sends it to your bank. Well, not really sends it to the bank, but it puts it in a stackable form. So let's go. What else we got here? Okay, so now you can teleport to the Port Sarum Lodestone and go to the Crafting Guild. Now, you can either do the Crafting Guild from there, or you can walk. It's totally up to you. So let's pop over to the Crafting Guild now. In a later video, I'll also show you the balloons in RuneScape, and there is actually a balloon right there at the Crafting Guild as well. Just all depends on where you're located at, whether that's a feasible method of travel for you, because those balloons only go to certain places. Let's see what else we've got here. So we're at the Crafting Guild, and sorry, had a thought I had to write down for my next video, so I want to make sure I didn't lose it. So this is the Crafting Guild. Now remember, I did say that there were two guilds with requirements. Now this says items needed none. That actually is incorrect. To get into the Crafting Guild, you actually have to have a crafting apron on. Oh, and it looks like an apron, but it's brown instead of white. So here, Now you will notice in a lot of the guilds there are banks. They're like the tall pillar type bank. There's not an actual bank teller there. And those banks are for, actually I think the Cooking Guild actually has bank tellers, but those are for something, you know, you have to have so many city points in those cities, and usually you have to have a mastery of all the inner city like mini quests in order to be able to use those. But that's okay, because this one actually has a bank, you know, a couple seconds from the entrance, so it's not a big deal. There are a few things that spawn in here. A lot of this stuff, if you've been playing long enough, most of this probably is already in your belt. But if not, they are available there. You go in. This is basically where you can change your character to. There's that place there where you can take a picture and change what your character sort of looks like, male or female, and your size. In here are gold ores. There are, let's see, there's gold, there's clay, silver. Now, I don't know how old this is. This might not be up to date, but I'm pretty sure there's still silver in here. I think there's some of that new stuff in here, too. I'm not 100%. I always just go here for the clay because I'm usually making skilling urns. Have a couple cows out back. This is also really close to where the Hobgoblin Island is. Up on the second floor, there are some crafting things where you can make yarn and thread and stuff like that. There's also a tanner up here where you can get things tanned. Okay, so what's the next? Rune Crafting Guild. Now, the Rune Crafting Guild, you can do one of two things. This one, you can just run. That's a long run, but you can run from there, from where you're at currently. I personally would at very least pop to Draenor Village and walk north to the Wizard's Castle. This one requires 50 runes, rune crafting. Also, Rune Mysteries has to be finished. Wizard's Tower is where you're going to go. And you can see there's a portal here. You can get here with the Wicked Hood, with a Rune Crafting Guild teleport tablet. And there's a few things that you can do here too. There's also a fairy ring out back. If you're near a fairy ring and you have your staff, you can pop over there too. That'll be all in my next video. Some of those other travel methods besides just the Lodestones. Now, I personally haven't gone in and done the Omni Talisman. I'll probably do that in a later video, but I do have some of the other things here. This is kind of a weird little setup. Some of these wizards will talk to you, other wizards are just kind of milling around, and so yeah. And from here you can also do, you can actually go to the original skill island when you very first started RuneScape. And that's where when I first started RuneScape way back when, that's where you did all your little stuff at when you very first started. There was no little troll, nothing like that. Now you do it all in Bethorp, and you end up with a little troll guy. I think I've got 2 or 3 trolls that I've gotten over the time. They're at my house. So let's see, where are we moving on to now? Alright, so now you want to hit the Lumbridge Lodestone. And we're going to go to the Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild doesn't require much. Level 5 thieving. This is just below where your where those dummies are in RuneScape. I'm sorry, in Lumbridge, where you can beat them up and things. It's just below there. And these are the things you can do there. Oh, what a time for hiccups to start, huh? Here's where you can practice your thieving. I'm not sure if you can use that bank down there or not. I think the bank is, learn how to steal from banks. And we all know how to steal on RuneScape, right? So, alright, so we are going to pop back over here now. Now we're heading to the Varrock Lodestone. Heroes Guild. I think with the Heroes Guild, you have to... It says no requirements. I think there really is a requirement here. Oh, here we go. Heroes Quest. I just didn't see that. Now, if you're a lower level player that did do the Heroes Quest, when you go down here, you're going to want a Dragonfire Shield if you're a lower level player, because right here is a dragon. And yes, there's a door between you and him, but if you're a lower level player, he can still shoot through his cage. But you see down here, there's mining things. If you have a Ring of Wealth or a necklace of, oh gosh, I can't think. It's the other dragon stone necklace. You can actually go down here to recharge them. There's a little fountain of heroes right here where you can recharge those 2 items. What I do is I have a whole stack of the rings and the necklaces in my bank, and as they get low on either one, I don't use the necklace very often, but as I get low on the rings, I use those constantly. I'll grab this whole stack of them and I'll bring them over to here to the Fountain of Heroes and recharge them. So in here, there is a guy upstairs where you can buy some stuff from. Like I said, they're blue. You can buy dragon stuff from him. Maces and offhanded maces. Battle axe and offhanded battle axe. Down below is your blue dragon. He's locked in a cage. If you're high enough level but you don't go in the cage, but you do try to attack him, he will fire back. It used to be that he could not fire through that cage. Now he can. Now I do believe also that these have also changed. I want to say the ruin rocks are still down here, but I do believe last time I was down here, none of this is there anymore. It's all the new stuff they've put in. There is a summoning obelisk down here, and the Fountain of Heroes. The Fountain of Heroes, here we go, can be used to recharge amulets of glory and rings of wealth, and increase the chance of finding a gem while mining. So let's see here. What is our next one? Warriors Guild. I've only been in here a couple of times. This is where you can go skill at fighting. It's also at Varrock Lodestone. If you are standing at the Varrock Lodestone, it'll be northwest of your location just by a short click. It's actually the big building just to the west of where the bank is. You get animated armor. I'm sorry, there's animated armor in here. You can fight your Cyclops and Cyclossus in here that you can fight. And there's what the entrance looks like. Which literally, it's just see their bank here on this little graphic. It's literally right there. It's that big building right to the west of you. And you can go in here. They have foodstuffs that you can buy if you don't want to bring food in with you. You can buy potions in here if you don't want to bring yours in with you. They have armor and weapons in here that's basically just for use in here because it's really of no use to you elsewhere. Let's go back up here real quick. I think I forgot to read the requirements. Okay, skill requirements, 130 attack, a combined total of 130 of attack and strength, levels or 99 in either. I do not have 99 in either. I'm working on it, but I do meet this right here by quite a bit. Using potions will not work, so you can't just walk over here, drink an attack potion, drink a strength potion, and walk in. You actually literally have to have those skills. So you can take a look here. Purpose of Warrior Guild. This is a dummy room, so you can fight dummies in here. This is probably animated armor. Here's the armor types. Catapult room. Like I said, I've only been in here one time, so I quite honestly just don't remember a lot of this. And a lot of RuneScape has changed recently, as I said before. Okay, so where are we heading now? We are heading to Sears Village, Lodestone, and we are going to go just south of there to Legends Guild. These actually, you can pop into Sears, but you can also pop into the Ardong Lodestone. And this first one, well, you know what? Let's hop over to Legends real fast. This is, you have to do the Legends quest. I finally finished that. I just kept putting it off. There is a dungeon underneath where you can go and fight giant bats, pit scorpions, and shadow warriors. I believe here is where you learn to make the amulets of glory. And here's some of the items that you can buy in here. Go back down to the ground floor, go down the other flight of stairs. This will bring you to the underground part of the guild. There's giant level 27 bats, there's level 28 pit scorpions, and level 48 shadow warriors down below. So next is Ranging Guild. That's just to the northwest of the Legends Guild. And again, this is a spot where you could actually teleport to to Ardong. What do you call it? Lodestone, and this is just north of there. So here is where you can get some cheesy armor. I would suggest if you're going to go in here and skill, just bring the good stuff in with you. If you can wear it, bring in your good archery armor. You can buy stuff in here. So you get your bows and arrows and such. If you're coming in training, I would bring whatever with you that you already have rather than buying stuff in here. Because usually whatever you can bring in with you is going to be a lot better than what you could buy in here. Because this doesn't require much of a level at all. Level 40 range. So honestly, whatever they're selling you in here is for lower level players. And you get tickets when you do these different skills, and these are the things you can buy with it. Oh boy, right? You know? So bring your good stuff in. If you don't want to lose good arrows, you can buy cheap arrows. I personally have 100 million in the bank and could care less if I lose my arrows. Okay, so next is the Fishing Guild. We're almost there, guys, and then I'm going to take you for a walk. Fishing Guild. Level 68 fishing, or some fishing potions. So I'm going to run through this real quick. This is just to the west of the Ranging Guild. And last but not least, the Wizards Guild. And this is in Yanil. This one, pop into Yanil on the Lodestone if you have that one already. You need level 66 magic. You can buy runes in here. You can buy magic capes and stuff in here. Alright, so I think we've had enough of that today. Let's pop over here, log in, and go check out the Champions Guild. Now, I never have my character map set down this low, but this is the Varrock Lodestone. But I am going to take you on the perspective of what running in behind. So this is the Champions Guild here. I am going to run over here real quick. We're not going to do anything other than pop in and see what they have and go from there. So this is the Champions Guild. I'm going to scroll up some. So in here you have a trap door. Over here is where you have the chickens. Let's run upstairs real fast. I don't think... Oh, this is where you can cook over here. Let's go up here real quick. I'm just going to scroll out. And here you have Scavo, and he's the one that sells the rune stuff. You know, when you're first getting really good in RuneScape, but you haven't made it to Dragon yet, Rune is honestly where everybody strives to get to. Here's where you can buy the dragon armor and stuff for archery. And then mage stuff. And the reason they actually have these guys here is for what's downstairs. Okay, so down here, let's open it up. Down here is a fight arena. So this is a place you can come to and actually fight. I do believe there is another level right here that you can go on. The trapdoor is locked from the inside. You can hear okay. So a lot of this stuff has to do with who you talk to here. So let's go back upstairs. Now I have my toque on me because our next stop is the Cooking Guild. So from here, the Cooking Guild, the easiest way to get to it without teleporting anywhere is to run up the side here. This will take you close to Gertrude's house. And we're going to run up here. Now, I'm obviously not going to run to every location. I will get us as close as I can without doing that. I believe this is Shakespeare's home. I think that's what it was. It's been a long time. This is the Cook's Guild, the Cooking Guild. And when you go in, again, you either have to have a modified toque on, or you have to have just a chef's hat in general. Here is where your flour would come out if you were to do your flour. Here's where you could make your dough. I do believe this is the bank. Hey, you can't go in there. Why not? Okay, so yeah, this is one of those places where you have to have a certain amount of like quest points and things. Not quest points, but city points. Alright, and I believe the bank is going to be the same way. Can't reach that. Yeah, in order to get into here, you got to have those in the bank windows over here. So we're going to go upstairs. Now again, there is your wheat field. Here are apples and things on the table. Butter churn. And we can go upstairs one more time. And here is where you would put in your wheat to make your flour. Okay, so where do we want to go next? The Prayer Guild. Well, rather than running, let's just pop over to Edgeville. Okay, so I always like to start with facing north in Edgeville, only because, anywhere really, because it's easier to get your bearings about you. Here is that garden I was telling you about with the seeds and such. There is a quest down here, I want to say a Guthix quest or something like that. This really honestly isn't much of a guild. We're going to run over here to this ladder. And honestly, the only thing you really have access to in this guild is using their... when you get into the guild, then you can make the unholy and the holy symbols. So you go through this door, you go through this door. The holy symbols you have to bring here to have the head monk downstairs, I believe, bless it for you. You can pray at the altar here. But that is the only thing you can do here. You can have your holy symbols blessed, and you can do that. Over here in this room is or I should say the prayer robes, the monk's robes. They're laying right here. You could take those if you wanted to. Again, unless you are working on your, now don't pick this thing up, he is poisonous, but you know, if you got poison stuff on you, you're good, or the bank's right around the corner. Yeah, so, alright, so what's next here? Oh, so we've done the prayer, let's do mining. So we're not going to run the whole way, so we're going to pop over to Falador. And that's the monk there that would bless your holy symbols. This guy here. Okay, so we are at the Falador Lodestone. So we are going to run here to the east. We're going to go to the south and the east, through the garden, if you want to. But you got to come back out of the garden to get where we're going. So there's the party room. If you've never been to the party room, it's kind of an interesting place. This used to be the place to go when it first came out with RuneScape. Everybody to come here and have a balloon popping party. And basically there is a chest here that you could throw anything you wanted to get rid of in. Everybody goes in, someone pays the 600, I think it is, or something like that. And thousands of balloons fall. Everybody tries to pop them before your time runs out. And that's all she wrote. Okay, so now this is the Dwarven Mine. This you can also get to from under, let me show you on the map. And RuneScape surface. Ice Mountain. So there is a place right through here that you can also go down to through under Ice Mountain to get to this. So this store right here is your mining guild. You know, I look kind of silly down here running around with just my toe cone, so let's take that off. Okay, so down here you have your coal. You have your orlichal site. And if I'm saying these wrong, oh well. You got your runite. They've actually made this smaller. I don't believe it. They've actually made it smaller, but they did. Here is a dungeon. We'll pop in here real quick. I believe this is loaded with coal rock. The last time I was down here. Oh, luminite down here. Boy, they've really made this a lot smaller. But this is some of the other stuff you need for mining, or for blacksmithing now. And if you were to climb up these, this takes you to that weird little building just south of where you originally went in. So here's the party room, and then here's that bank. Okay, so from here, let's see, that was mining. So we're going to pop over to Port Sarum. You know, actually, it really isn't all that far away. Well, we'll just run over there. It's going to take us just about as long to run from here to there as it is to pop into Port Sarum and run over there. So we might as well just run. So you see now I have my brown apron on. That's the crafting apron. Here's the bank I was telling you about right there. So if you get too much stuff doing in the crafting guild, you can always just run out here to the bank and put it away. Even though there's one of those banking pillars inside, you can't use it unless you have mastered a lot of the tasks. Now I wanted to show you see the hot air balloon? Yes. Okay, we have a hot air balloon here. There's a hot air balloon over in Taverley. There's also a hot air balloon just outside of Varrock by the, what do you call it? The sawmill. And I forget where the rest of the locations for the balloons are, but in order to get into here, you have to have this apron on. I think eventually, you know, when you hit level 99, you can have the cape on, and that takes care of it. Okay, so in here you can do pottery. Now, There is a sink here, so if you mine your clay rocks, there is a sink over here where you can make your soft clay, then take it to the potter's wheel, then fire it, and go on your head off. I'm sorry. We'll climb upstairs. You have, I thought there used to be a guy. Oh, there he is, hiding on me. That's the tanner. You can find a few different molds up here. You can, there's a spinning wheel, a few other molds, shears. Back downstairs, if you take a look outside, you've got cows over here if you're learning how to make leather stuff. Out over there is hobgoblins. There's also seaweed out there on that island if you need seaweed for anything. And snapegrass. I'm sorry, I was thinking that was seaweed. Or snapegrass. So, where to? Alright, so that's crafting. Okay, rune crafting. I didn't grab my my wicked hood, but I think I will go out and grab my wicked hood. That's just over here at the bank. Give you a quick glimpse of what's in my bank. I have everything pretty well sorted out on my bank except for the last few items that I tossed in there before starting this video. Here's the bank. You know what? Nope. I forgot it had logged me out, so we'll just pop over to Draenor Village. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I love this animation, but sometimes it picks the craziest places to have you bend down and look in before doing that. Okay, so this time I'm going to face south, and I just did that by right-clicking on the compass, because we need to actually run south to Wizard's Tower. This guy's frustrating. You never can kill him. My next video will definitely be the modes of transportation throughout RuneScape. Following videos will show you where some of the special trees are, like we just passed an elder tree. I'm actually working on my level 99 wood cutting right now. So, so with that, I'll be with the 99 wood cutting. I'm working on the crystal trees right now. Okay, so from here, you're just going to step into the ascend beam. It's like an elevator. Whee, up. And you can either ascend or descend. Whee. This up here is where you can also go to RuneSpan. If you've never seen RuneSpan, it's interesting. I'll make that part of one of my videos. I think you can go up even further from here. I don't remember. Ascend. So this is floor 4. Yeah. So up here, you can shop wizard. And these are some of the items that you get. I do believe this is the level that will take you to RuneSpan. Mid-level, yeah, RuneSpan portal here. So it's kind of interesting. We're actually going to go all the way to the bottom floor. And I want to show you something before we move on. Remember when I first started in the video, I was telling you about when RuneScape first started. You actually had this island that you did all your stuff on. If the person is still here, yes, there we go. I have to deposit. I can deposit some items if you want. Okay, do that. I think I gotta take off my apron as well and my ring. Because what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go for a swim. Alright. Dive. This is the original place you would go to. Now obviously the characters in this place have really changed, but this is the place you would actually go to when you first started RuneScape, and you would do all your different skills and such. Now imagine all the water wasn't here. The map is the same. You would start off with cooking, I think, and then prayer, and all that good stuff. So yeah, this was where you would go to get all your initial skills before you would actually start off with RuneScape. So I think this guy's going to sting me if I talk to him, but yeah. So yeah, this is where you would originally start out with RuneScape. Okay. You know, it's funny, I don't remember how to get back from here. Let's see, where were we going to head next anyway? Thieves Guild. Well, this time we're going to head to Lumbridge. You can't do that with your diving suit on. Okay. Ah, here we go. Yay, I'm back. Okay, so the Thieving Guild, I believe, is right here. Okay, it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come out here, and there is one of these houses has like a trapdoor outside. I may have to pop online and figure out where it's at. One of these places had a trapdoor that you could pop into. Let's see. Let's go back into this. I'm pretty sure this is the house where the Thieving Guild is. So let's just walk back in here for a minute. Let's talk to Varrock. May have to pop back over to Run HQ because I swore this used to be. Yeah, it is the house. Okay. Search bookcase. Okay. I've been down here before. I can't remember how to get in. So let's talk to Varrock again. Maybe we got to talk to him. What can I do for you? Offer me any advice. Okay. Yeah, let's pop over here real fast to find out how to get into there. It's been so long, I forget. Thieves Guild. Okay, so you have the trapdoor north of the northmost building and the west of them. Okay. Okay, via the trapdoor north of the northmost building on the west side of Loom. Okay, let's pop over here. Aha, there it is. I knew there was a trapdoor here someplace. And this is the Thieves Guild. In here you can train up on your thieving and what have you. So it makes it kind of cool that RuneScape does really do all this stuff. So next we want to pop over to Bethorp. this one. Looks like this is going to be just about an hour's long video. I may cut out the whole first portion, so if you're hearing this and wondering what the heck am I talking about, I may cut out the portion where I showed you RuneHQ's site. I may also just cut that portion and make it a completely different video. I don't know yet. I may just leave it. And you can always fast forward, and maybe I'll put a fast forward point in it, like a lot of people do. Okay, so over here is the Warriors Guild. I have not been in here for a while. Let's drop these books. Don't need those for anything. Open door, open sesame. They do have a bank in here. You have a place where you can buy food and armor in here. You can do different things and train. It makes it nice that you can train places like this, honestly. It really does. A couple of the guilds are pretty silly. I mean, it's like the prayer guild. I mean, how silly is that place, right? Because there's nothing really that you can do there. There's a couple of quests that you start there. You know, in fact, it's just one quest that you start there, I think. So, I'm not going to go in any of this or do anything. I'm just kind of showing you around. Why we're setting fight stuff for you guys today, you know. It would take up way too much time. Maybe we'll do maybe we'll do a training video one day. So I think we can go up one more level. Let's pop over here. I'm pretty sure I saw the staircases continue up. These are different things. I think over here you train magic. Climb up staircase. Ah, here we go. This is where your Cyclops and there's a Cyclops there. I think it's funny. Look at his butt showing. That's funny. So yeah, so this is the Warriors Guild. It was the closest, even though Legends Guild really isn't that far away. I mean, Heroes Guild. So, all right. So let's go back downstairs. Really isn't that far to go, so we're just gonna climb upstairs. Okay, so let's go ahead and exit back out. Basically, for people like myself who have been training forever to get our skills and things up, some of us have just decided that, I don't really even do the fighting or anything like that anymore. I prefer to go ahead and just get all my skills up. After I get my skills up, who knows, I might go ahead and I might start, fighting and stuff like that again. I've been playing this for so long. Hey, let's go over here, and I keep forgetting about this guy. Every so often, this guy pops up with a challenge for you. I don't think I've gotten... I can't reach that. Oh, that pseudo armor there. There we go. Ah, you haven't had a ticket. Roll up, roll up. Now, I try not to enter these raffles that much, only because I got two. Okay. Because a lot of times they actually, whenever they have these raffles, they give away the same stuff. The ones I'm only ever really interested in, honestly, is this one right here with the bank boxes. So come back tonight after 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in US and see what we come up with. Alright, so see this checkered building right here? That's Heroes Guild. Again, if you're a lower level player, before you go into here, make sure you have a dragon shield or anti-fire potion. A dragon fire shield, I should say, not a dragon shield. So, we'll do the simple thing first. Let's run upstairs. And upstairs is where you can buy some things. You trade this guy, and he has dragon maces. I think there's somebody upstairs, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh. Nope, there's somebody up there. Okay, so downstairs we go. Hi ho, hi ho. I think that is the only staircase in all of RuneScape that I've ever seen that you actually do something with. Huh. Because otherwise it just does that quick little bloop, gone. Okay. So over here, you've got some bats. Now we all know if you're close to the bats' range, they're gonna shoot. They're gonna attack you. Okay, over here is your dragon. Again, he's not gonna touch you through here unless you're a really low level player, or if you start shooting at him with mage or with range, or if you get into the cage with him. Her, I think. It is a level 74 blue dragon. And as you can see through here, there used to be mining through here. Actually, there is some mining here. What are those? Yeah, those are new stuff. So Ruin HQ hasn't updated their all their mines and things yet. So this is all the new stuff. There used to be Ruinite down here. I don't even see a Ruinite anymore. There is your obelisk if you need it. And then in here is, I should have brought my necklaces and rings in. But in here is the fountain. And I'll show you. Oh, I didn't have any of my rings. Okay, if I had my rings or my necklaces with me, all you would do is click on the fountain. It would recharge. It would recharge your necklace, your dragon necklace, and your dragon rings. Alright, so where to? Alright, we're going to pop over to, now my book, I wrote down Seer's Village, but let's go to Ardong. This will take you to your members' own farm. Excuse me, I had to stretch. Okay, this is your members' own farm. I'm going to aim north, and then we want to go this way. I have nothing on my farm right now. I got my farming up to 99. Oh, that was my other 99. Still was farming. I got that up to 99, so that was my goal, and I got it. Okay, so I want to go over here. And this down here is Legends Guild. The Legends quest takes forever, unless you've just really got time to do it. I mean, I put it off for so long. I did a little bit here and a little bit there. I've actually got a lot of quests like that I've started, just never finished. Because you get bored with them after a while. Open the gate. Alright, so in here, I do believe there's a dungeon here that you can go into. We're going to walk in the door here. I believe there's another fountain here, I think, that lets you do other stuff with jewelry. I don't think there's much upstairs. I've only been in here a couple of times. I came in, saw what I wanted to see, and was gone. Yeah, there's not a whole lot up here. I'm sure these guys are all here for a purpose. At some point, I'm sure that you have to, talk to them for something. This person has really nothing to offer. Just like with any other part of the game, a lot of the named NPCs and special places probably have some sort of function. Oh, there's a bank here. Okay. These are all just bankers standing around. Okay. But like I said, a lot of these NPCs that are in just weird places in general, a lot of times do have some sort of specific whatever. But shield right have mithril seeds, dusty key, maids key, and cape of legends. How much are you? 450? Don't have any cash? Yeah, I do. Okay. Let's buy a Cape of Legends. Why not? Nah, we're good. I just don't want to put my pen in and, on camera. Alright, so we've done the Legends Guild. Now the Ranging Guild is really just next door, a few clicks, so we're just going to run over there. Back out we go. Oh, I forgot to do the dungeon. Let's go to the dungeon real quick. A lot of bats, a lot of scorpions. Now, the thing is with pit scorpions is they are poisonous. So if you mess with them, you deserved it. I haven't gotten stung by a pit scorpion in a long time, so it's entirely possible, and these are shadow warriors, it is entirely possible that their sting could be great. Alright, so let's go back out. It's funny too, usually a room like this would have a shortcut for you to take. This one does not. Running. Real quick, here's my skills. And as you can see, I'm trying to get everybody up kind of high. Right now I'm only, 942,700 XP away from reaching 99 on that. I haven't decided which skill I'm going to go for next, but if you know RuneScape, let me know what skill you think I should level up to 99 next. Obviously, the lower skills are kind of hard to get up that high, but some of these higher skills I could probably do pretty quick. Alright, so now let's go out. Down here. Uh-oh. Okay, out the gate. And we are going to go up this way. Now, if those of you who don't know RuneScape as well as I do, don't feel bad with not knowing where the heck I am going. But the Ranging Guild is right over here. But we have to get over to this side of the road up here. There we go. Now, I love making these videos for you guys. I think the most annoying part of the whole process is the rendering of the video. It takes forever with the longer videos. Okay, here's the Ranging Guild. Been a long time since I've been in here, so I'm just gonna look around. Alright, so you could trade these guys. These guys are ticket merchants. I don't even know how many ranging tickets I've got. Cupboards. Guess you can't get over to the cupboards from there. Over here is where you can actually practice shooting your bow and arrow or with your crossbows. More or less, you get to shoot these guys. I don't remember. Okay, yeah, it's locked tight. Okay, I thought so. The Ranging Guild is next to the Prayer Guild. This is one of the warning: at the top of this tower, you'll be attacked by archers who will shoot you without mercy. Okay, I'll stay down here since I have nothing on. Let's check with the armor salesman. And here's where you can buy all the crappy armor if you really need some armor. There we go. Otherwise, it's just guards meandering around. There isn't a whole lot to do here. I really wish, they take a lot of time. This must be the tanner over here. Ah, there he is, Leatherworks. I really wish, since they are putting so much time and effort into other things, that they would put some of their time and effort into some of these guilds. If the guild, the guilds aren't a big part of the game, but you know what? If you're playing the game and you're trying to do everything in the game, then why not? Why not spend the time to perfect this? Now, if you do the quest where you have to get the garlic and fish against the vampire, it's over here. That gets you to go under Ice Mountain. Is it Ice Mountain? White Wolf Mountain. That gets you into the tunnel under White Wolf Mountain, but that goes between Bethorpe and Catherby. Here you can cook your fish. You can fish for fish at all these different spots. You can buy different fish and sell different fish in here. You can do the fish flingers contest here. That's Rochi. You can sell your fish to Rochi or buy stuff from Rochi. Yeah, he doesn't really... People just don't sell to him anymore. You can buy feather packs so that you can fly fish. Again, this guy's the fish flinger guy. There's your bank over here. And then you can fish for just about everything normal fish-wise out here. I think the biggest thing you can fish for out here is going to be, let's see if I can find the net and harpoon. Yeah, net fishing and harpoon. Your harpoon fishing out here, biggest thing you'll catch is a shark. So you can do sharks here. I'm going to see what this guy was. Who are you? Tortuguma. I don't know. Oh, okay, this guy will take you to the deep sea fishing hub. Let's go out there real quick. It's all part of this, so I'll take you out here real quick. Now out here, they do get mini games from time to time. This place is enormous. Your mini games usually will happen right here around this area. And I believe the boat I'm standing next to, you can leave by. But out here sometimes you'll see a jellyfish come up and do stuff. You can catch jellyfish out here. You can catch rays out here. All kinds of stuff. And a lot of that stuff can be kept and cooked and eaten, just like fish throughout the whole RuneScape. So leave. Okay. Alright, we are down to our last guild, which is the Wizards Guild. So we're going to hop over to Yanil, which is this one right here. I think, gosh, I haven't been to my house in for so long, but I believe this is where my house is as well. After I take you into the Wizards Guild, we'll take you to my home. Alright. So incidentally, this is another spot I'll take you to when I show you when I do the next video of travel. Over off the coast over here, there's actually a spot where, for a couple of Snapegrass, a couple ogre kids will take you over to Charisma. Let's hop into the portal real quick here. We're going to enter my house. I haven't done a whole lot with my house over the years. Here's the bathysphere, so you can go in and look around. A lot of the stuff that you collect when you're fishing throughout RuneScape, you can actually put down here. I'm going to go back up. We'll run over here real quick to where my pets are. Like when you're net fishing, you catch mastheads and mermaid busts and things like that. I've got a lot of pets in here. Let's close that door. My pig seems to be stuck, so he can get out. This is my teleport room over here. I'm not going to teleport just yet because, okay, that's oh, there's my piggy. My penguin, my Sparkle's a snake. This is my dungeon down here, where you can actually go in and fight if you wanted to. So there's my crafting room over here. My butler, it's kind of funny with the butler. Call butler. And there he is. Your ring, madam. You're fired. Oh, what's miscellaneous? Oh yeah, where you can make you something. Serve dinner. Very good, madam. Okay, my dining room is way over here, so let's take a run over there real quick. Now, the butler will put the food on the table rather than bringing that to you. There's certain things that he will bring to you. There's other things that you actually have to come to the dinner table for, and there he is. There is a glitch, obviously. My chocolate cake is flying. You know, and I can't even blame that for me being upstairs when I ordered it. You rang, madam. And, okay. So, I'm going to leave the house. And we're going to run over here. Now again, just like any of the other guilds, there are requirements to get in. And I'm going to turn myself around here. Okay, so in here, you can buy things from certain wizards. You can teleport. If you teleport with this guy, he'll take you to where you can make runes, where you can get rune essence. If we go upstairs, these are talk to, attack. Now see, a lot of these wizards are attack. Oh, here we go. Trade magic store owner. You can get your runes here. Honestly, you pay, almost always you pay the same here as you would pay in the Grand Exchange. Sometimes with like the one where you can buy the magical outfits, a lot of times places like this, for example, you'll actually pay less than you would at the Grand Exchange. Now, if I were to click here, it's actually going to take me to the Wizard's Tower. Alright, so that is RuneScape, your greatest adventures, guild locations, and requirements, brought to you by me, Lady Anne of Geneva, better known as Neapolitangal. Stay tuned for future videos of the next one is going to be different modes of transportation, the balloons, the fairy rings, jewelry that gives you teleport, different hats that let you teleport, lodestones, which basically we've done, different teleports that you can use, boats, gliders, and eagles. So, alright, you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. I'm out.